What's up, guys? For those of you that don't know, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And these come in abundance, these casinos. This is actually one of my favorite ones here in Las Vegas. This guy's looking at me. This is the one closest to my house. But anyways, I'm making this video because a little bit of confusion, I guess, about my feelings and thoughts on Andrew Tate. I'm gonna say this, man. The brainwashing is real, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And here's what I mean. People are told to believe a certain thing. When you see a guy labeled a misogynist or a racist or anything like that, you got to ask yourself, why is that? Why are they being labeled that way, right? You know, I'm a big Donald Trump fan. I love Elon Musk, Jordan Peterson, Kanye West, Andrew Tate, Chip Roy, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, freedom fighters. I love people like that. And many, many others that are freedom fighters, right? So, Andrew Tate is a lot like Donald Trump in the sense that he is a very polarizing person, right? People, and I've seen this myself, I've seen people actually get into fist fights about Andrew Tate. Like, no lie. You know what I mean? Like, actual fist fights about disagreeing about him, and people are so like either really, really love him or really, really hate him. I might make a video about this, but I watched the Vice hit piece / documentary, and if you follow Andrew Tate, now I don't follow everything he does, but I follow a lot of stuff he does. The way they chopped and screwed that Vice thing, and if you know the truth, it's absolutely ridiculous. The reason I'm making this video, because I have a lot of people, and in particular this guy did it tonight, but every time I make an Andrew Tate video, somebody's either in my comments, and mostly emails, to be honest, are telling me that, how could you like this guy? He's a misogynist. He does the R word to women. He's a you-know-what trafficker. He's a kidnapper. You know, he's all these things. I don't believe those things to be true, but let me say this to you. If he is everything that they're saying that he is, all those things that they're accusing him of, then they need to put him under the jail. And I'll be the first one to say that, right? I'd be right on board with it. But using some common sense, because I'm not biased about stuff like that. I'm biased towards the truth. That's what I look for in everything. And knowing what I know from the outside looking in, I don't think he did any of that shit, to be completely honest with you. And I'm making this video again because I got people saying that, and I've had like 5 or 6 people in my personal life, combination of emails and comments saying that shows what kind of person you are if you like Andrew Tate. Let me tell you this, right? I know a lot of Democrats that like Joe Biden. Does that mean you're a terrible person because you like Joe Biden? Don't let people tell you who's good or bad. You judge it for yourself. If all you watch, let's for example, I never had a problem with an individual until I had a problem with him based on what I see, right? I didn't know a lot about Joe Biden when he was a vice president and stuff like that. I really didn't have a problem with him, to be honest. I just thought he was an idiot and stupid, right? And so I didn't have a problem with him until he became president or running for president. And once I seen that, I'm like, this guy's not fit to be a president, right? And the more and more I learned about him, not trying to learn the bad, just learn about him, period, I quickly found out that he's a piece of shit and a criminal. I mean, the allegations that he has and the actual evidence he has of doing the things he did with China, with his son Hunter Biden. I mean, the actual factual evidence, and then what he's done to this country with the inflation, pulling out of Afghanistan, the border, you name it, he's done it. I mean, I could be here all day. But I base that off of the things that I've seen. The reason I like Andrew Tate is because I'm basing off the things I've seen, not by hit pieces or listening to people that only dislike Andrew Tate or anybody else. If I just watch Fox News all day, and that's all I watch, I would think Biden is the most terrible person. But you have to look at both sides, right? If you see a news piece come out and only one side says one thing and the other says the other, then you have to look at that. To me, I think Donald Trump is a much better president. Do I think he's a better person? I don't know. I don't know what he does in his personal life. All I know is my gas prices were lower. I know that everybody went crazy about Donald Trump when he was in office, and the mainstream media hated him. So if they hate him so much, like they do Andrew Tate and Elon Musk and Jordan Peterson and all these other people, they labeled David Gates and Lauren Boebert traitors or rebels because they wanted to put America first. If I just watch that kind of stuff, then what do you think's gonna happen? So I just look for the truth. That's it. And when you look for the truth, the truth will set you free. The problem is when you watch things from one angle, like, oh man, this person's good or this person's bad. Like, for instance, I'll go back to the Vice thing, the Vice hit piece, because it was a hit piece. If you know everything that happened when you see the documentary, and you know how Andrew Tate moves in his life, and you actually seen the guy from Vice over there talking to him for an hour on his podcast, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it was, the way they chopped it up, it wasn't like that, right? And all these things with Greta Thunberg and all this stuff, I don't believe that Andrew Tate did the things that he did because there's no evidence. Where's the evidence that actually said that he did this? They had a girl come out and say it, that he did this to me and did that to me, but of course she hides her face and all this other stuff. I don't believe it until I see it. There's no video evidence of anything. I don't believe it. I don't. There is evidence like Donald Trump being a racist. I don't believe that bullshit either. But there is evidence that Joe Biden has been working with those people across the water, and that his son left the laptop, and there's all kind of evidence actually on the laptop. Why are they not bringing him in, by the way? Why do you think that is? Andrew Tate has no evidence against him. He's brought in, him and his brother, no evidence whatsoever. And if there is some, show me a link. Where's evidence? And I'll say, you know what, I'm sorry. But there's nothing. It's just a complete hit piece. Does that mean Andrew Tate's perfect? No. Does that mean Donald Trump and Elon Musk? No, they're not perfect. But again, if you only listen, if you go in not liking someone and only listening to all the bad stuff, of course you're going to think he's bad. That's all you know. I listen to both sides of the argument. But the main thing is I look for the truth. So do I support Andrew Tate? Absolutely, I support him. And if you think that I'm a bad person for supporting the people that I just named, then you might as well subscribe to the channel. If you don't like Donald Trump and all these other people, and you don't like any of those people, that shows me, if you don't like any of those people I just named, that shows me that you're not an open-minded person. What's not to like about these people? Now, again, I'm not saying that just because you disagree with me, don't come to this channel. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you believe that these people are bad and you're just going to keep arguing with me back and forth, then you're on the wrong channel. You're in the wrong place, because I'm going to be talking good about these people and I like them. If you don't like them, then go to the channels that don't like them and then you'll hear them talk bad about them. You're in the wrong place, buddy. I'm all about truth and freedom and decentralized assets. If you think gold and silver are BS and Bitcoin are BS and all these things that I talk about and Donald Trump's a racist and all this other stuff, this is a bit of a rant, by the way, as you probably can tell, but I'm getting sick and tired of people in this country, and I know a lot of people personally too, and I'm going to put this on my Facebook. If you don't like those people, then that's on you, man. You know what I mean? But again, just don't argue with me about it, because you're not going to change my mind. You're not going to convince me that Donald Trump is a racist. You're just not going to do that. You're not going to convince, because there's no evidence. if Donald Trump's a racist, and again, if he is, then he is. But do you think if there's one thing he said that was racist, you don't think CNN be playing that on a fucking loop 24/7? Absolutely. I tell you one guy I know who's racist, Joe Biden. Look up Joe Biden saying racist things and come back to this video. And you tell me. But y'all don't say nothing about that. It's crazy, you know? Anyways, like I said, the brainwashing is real. Don't be brainwashed, man. You know what I mean? However you feel about anybody, that's up to you. It has nothing to do with me. But if you think that I'm a bad person because I like Andrew Tate, then I guess I'm a bad person. I'll see you guys later. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.